Deep in the vast expanse of space and beyond the reaches of our understanding lies our boundless solar system. Very recently, something alien and massive has breached the boundaries of our solar system, and it's speeding toward Earth. But what exactly is this alien vessel? Join us as we explore what it could be, as NASA just detected something terrifying entering our solar system. The International Space Station, ISS, is like a huge spaceship orbiting Earth. It's not just a home for astronauts and cosmonauts. It's also a special science lab where many countries work together to build and run it. Astronauts build the ISS while traveling at an incredible speed of 17,500 miles per hour, circling Earth every 90 minutes, about 250 miles above us. The ISS, including the end zones, is as big as a football field on Earth and weighs about 1 million pounds. Countries like the United States, Russia, Europe, Japan, and Canada all help with the ISS, connecting different parts of the station with walkways called modules. The Russian modules are considered the station's brain and have places for astronauts to live. The ISS uses solar panels to harness energy from the sun and maintain the right temperature. Robot arms on the ISS help build it and move things around. These arms also assist astronauts when they go out into space for walks or experiments. So, the ISS is not just a home in space. It's also a place where countries work together to explore and learn about space. Meanwhile, the docking ports on the ISS are like doorways for astronauts and spaceships, with airlocks serving as doors they go through. Sometimes, strange objects have been seen docking with the ISS, which makes these ports both confusing and exciting. People are also curious about the cameras on the ISS. There are 4 very high-quality cameras called the Columbus Eye, which let fans watch what's happening around the ISS from their homes. These cameras were launched in April 2014 as part of the CR-3 mission, providing an incredible view of Earth and becoming a big hit on the University of Bonn's live streaming website. The cameras are connected to the ISS's computer with a special cable called an Ethernet cable, which sends the images back to Earth so people can see them. The cameras do more than just take pictures. They're tested in space to see how durable they are. NASA wants to know which cameras work best for future missions by observing how they perform in space. But some people have accused NASA of turning off these cameras during live streams to hide things from the public. As a space agency, NASA has a good view of space and can spot strange objects, but some believe they only show us what they want us to see. This controversy grew when a bright object was seen on a live stream, appearing to enter Earth's atmosphere before the feed was suddenly cut off, sparking even more curiosity about what NASA might be hiding. UFOs, or unidentified flying objects, are still controversial and fascinating. Have you heard about the latest UFO sightings on NASA's live stream from the ISS? A man named Jeff, also known as the UFO Hunter, claimed he saw 10 strange things floating near the ISS while watching the live stream. He quickly snapped a picture of it and sent it to Michael, who watches Earth for any changes and tries to figure out why strange things happen. Jeff's picture became popular, attracting hundreds of thousands of viewers. This story is much like the famous Mantle incident, which had a significant impact on UFO enthusiasts for a long time. It makes people wonder if there's something important that NASA isn't telling us, fueling curiosity about what might be hidden. On March 28, 2013, something interesting happened while NASA astronaut Chris Cassidy was on a spacewalk near the ISS. As Cassidy floated out into space, he noticed something strange nearby. This unexpected sighting excited scientists and UFO enthusiasts, but Cassidy, trained to stay calm, didn't jump to conclusions and think it was from aliens or some unknown creature. When he saw the mysterious white object, he immediately reported it to ground control. The team advised him and fellow astronaut Tom Marshburn to stay focused on their tasks and not let the sighting distract them. NASA soon determined that the object was likely a piece of space junk, like insulation or debris from another mission. Space junk is common and can be dangerous for the ISS and other spacecraft, but was it really just junk? We might never know the whole truth. Later, Cassidy explained the event in a press conference, saying the object was probably just a random piece of junk, like a cover for a light or insulation that accidentally came off the station. His explanation helped calm some of the excitement surrounding the mystery object. However, in November 2015, another sighting sparked attention when a video appeared to show a UFO flying near the ISS. The video showed a bright object moving far away while the ISS circled the Earth. Many people believed it was a UFO, and ideas about what it could be ranged from advanced alien technology to secret government projects. NASA, however, stepped in and explained that it was likely just a camera trick, caused by reflections or glares from things like windows. Even though NASA explained it, the incident reignited public interest in the possibility of aliens and what might be out there. Now, let's look back at the famous Mantle incident. The Mantle UFO incident occurred on January 7, 1948, near Fort Knox, Kentucky. It's one of the most significant events in UFO history, named after Captain Thomas F. Mantle, a well-respected Kentucky Air National Guard pilot with over 286 hours of flying experience. Around 1:45 p.m. that day, many people in Kentucky saw a large circular object hovering in the sky. Descriptions varied. Some said it was made of metal, while others thought it resembled a flying disc or saucer. Reports came in from numerous witnesses in Kentucky, all of whom saw something strange that didn't match anything they knew. The incident gained attention when Sergeant Quentin Blackwell, who was in charge of the control tower at Godman Air Force Base near Fort Knox, saw the object and described it as looking like an ice cream cone with a red top. He quickly informed Captain Gary Carter, who called Colonel Guy Hicks. For F-51 fighter jets were dispatched to investigate. One of the pilots sent to intercept the object was Captain Mantle, a World War II veteran. He flew his F-51 Mustang to a high altitude of 22,500 feet to get a closer look at the UFO. Mantle described the object as large and metallic. He communicated over the radio about his plans to investigate it further. Captain Mantle wasn't alone in chasing the UFO. Other pilots joined him, eager to understand what the mysterious object in the sky was. The incident garnered widespread attention due to the involvement of military pilots. However, Mantle's attempt to pursue the UFO led him to fly too high, where oxygen was insufficient, a dangerous situation. Despite being instructed to stay at a safe altitude, he continued chasing the object. Sadly, the communication with Mantle was lost, and his plane crashed, leading to his death. The Air Force later investigated the incident, and while some believed the object might have been a balloon, others thought it was something more mysterious. Further investigation suggested that Mantle was likely chasing a skyhook balloon used by the U.S. Navy to study cosmic rays. The Mantle incident remains a subject of debate and intrigue, as it was one of the earliest and most unfortunate UFO sightings. Some argue that Mantle saw aliens, while others believe the military didn't fully disclose the truth. Another theory is that Mantle misidentified the object due to the lack of oxygen at high altitudes. Despite various theories, the Mantle incident led to the creation of Project Blue Book in 1952, which aimed to investigate and explain UFO sightings. While many UFO reports could be explained, others remain unexplained, making it clear that UFOs are more than just fictional stories. This sparked a growing awareness of UFOs and their potential implications. Even though Project Blue Book concluded that UFOs didn't pose a national security threat, it left many questions unanswered. In recent years, NASA has assembled a team of 60 experts to investigate unidentified aerial phenomena, UAPs. This group, including physicists and astrobiologists, aims to organize and analyze information about UAPs from various sources like civilians, governments, and businesses. NASA's investigation into UAPs differs from the Pentagon's UAP task force, which focuses on sightings by military personnel. The goal is to understand the origins of these phenomena, whether they are natural, human-made, or something entirely unknown. By collaborating with agencies like the Department of Defense and the FAA, NASA hopes to gain a clearer understanding of these mysterious sightings. The UAP task force's efforts have led to new discoveries, including the infamous 2004 Tic Tac incident, where Navy pilots saw an object that moved at extraordinary speeds and performed maneuvers no known aircraft could do. The task force is also studying other notable sightings, like the Gimbal and Go Fast videos from 2015, in hopes of shedding light on these perplexing events. Their work could ultimately lead to groundbreaking discoveries about what is really in our skies. As for NASA's recent discoveries, they have made several exciting finds. One notable discovery involves a mini-moon orbiting the asteroid Dingcase, which was captured by NASA's Lucy spacecraft. Dinkace, a small asteroid just 500 miles wide, has a moon about 220 meters in diameter, located 270 meters away from the asteroid. This discovery adds to our understanding of small celestial bodies in the solar system. Dinkace is part of the Trojan asteroids, which share Jupiter's orbit. NASA's Lucy mission aims to explore these asteroids and learn more about the early history of our solar system. Though scientists study space rocks constantly, an interstellar object entering our solar system is a rare event. When it does happen, like the recent interstellar visitor, it can change our understanding of space. These discoveries, though still unfolding, are helping to shape a deeper understanding of our universe and our place within it. Learning about these rocks could instantly change our understanding of space. So every rock is important to study. Even though scientists study space rocks constantly, we've never really had a big object enter our solar system. If something does come in, it's usually at the edge of our solar system, and it needs to be moving really fast to get through the pressure at the edge. So, the idea of an interstellar object getting close enough to be seen by our telescopes was never a main goal for researchers. Imagine their surprise when, on October 19, 2017, the University of Hawaii's Pan-STARRS 1 telescope detected something unusual. This scope is part of the Near-Earth Object Observations Program, which studies anything that might be out there in space, including rocks, satellites, gases, and even pollution. They are always on the lookout for anything new or strange in space. When the telescope detected this object, scientists quickly analyzed the data and named it Oumuamua. This event was significant because it was the first interstellar object ever detected passing through our solar system. This discovery was a big deal because it showed that objects from other star systems could travel through our neighborhood, opening up new possibilities for space exploration and understanding the universe. Oumuamua was no ordinary space rock. It was something completely different, unlike anything scientists had ever seen. Its discovery was so unusual that it grabbed everyone's attention. Usually, when scientists study rocks in space, they come from within our solar system, but Oumuamua was different. It had somehow traveled from outside our solar system, which is almost impossible. Objects without engines or boosters are not supposed to be able to travel between stars. So, the fact that Oumuamua had made it all the way to Earth was very puzzling. What was even more surprising was that Oumuamua didn't slow down as it got closer to Earth. Instead, it actually sped up. Then it made a sharp turn in its orbit and headed back in the direction it came from. When scientists analyzed the data they had collected, they found that Oumuamua didn't just speed up once. It sped up several times on its journey to and from Earth. This was very strange because, as far as we know, rocks don't have engines or boosters to make them speed up like that. This left scientists with a big question. How could Oumuamua speed up and change its course without any apparent propulsion system? It was a mystery that puzzled everyone in the department, and finding an answer would not be easy. At first, scientists thought that Oumuamua was just another asteroid heading towards Earth. When there's a random rock orbiting the sun, scientists usually classify it as an asteroid. That's what Oumuamua seemed like at first. However, after analyzing the data and seeing the rock change direction, they realized it was something else entirely. The problem was that Oumuamua was moving through our solar system very quickly, which meant that the researchers had limited time to study it. They only had 11 days to gather all the information they needed. They could collect less and less data as time passed, so they had to work quickly. The European Space Agency's Very Large Telescope in Chile was brought in to gather more detailed information. This telescope is used for very important and serious observations. It was tasked with measuring the object size, determining its orbit, and even determining its color and brightness. Documenting every detail of Oumuamua was crucial because nothing like it had ever been seen before. However, even with all this information, things didn't get less confusing. In fact, they got even more confusing. Despite their best efforts, scientists couldn't definitively classify Oumuamua as an asteroid or a comet. Its behavior was unlike anything they had seen before. Usually, asteroids and comets behave in predictable ways, but Oumuamua defied these rules. The mystery of Oumuamua continues to intrigue scientists. It has sparked new questions about the nature of objects in space and how they travel through our solar system. The limited time researchers had to study Oumuamua has made it even more enigmatic, leaving us with more questions than answers. When you think about a rock in space like an asteroid or a comet, you probably imagine something round. That's because most objects in space are round, or at least kind of spherical. This round shape isn't just a coincidence. It happens because all the atoms in an object are usually pulled together by gravity, whether it's the sun's gravity or something else. A force always makes the atoms form a round shape. Plus, atoms tend to become even rounder in the vastness of space, with all its debris, gases, and pressure. But Oumuamua was different. It didn't look like a sphere at all. It was shaped like a giant space cigar, and it was huge with a radius of about 200 meters, 10 times longer than wide. This was unlike anything we had ever seen before, at least within our solar system, which is about 287.4 billion kilometers in diameter. Oumuamua was truly unique, one in almost 3 billion. Adding to the mystery, Oumuamua was red, like a burnt red. This color is common among objects in the outer solar system, but they usually get their color from the dust around them. Oumuamua's color was another strange thing, making scientists even more curious about where it came from and how it formed. Oumuamua was an extraordinary space rock, completely clean, without a speck of dust on it. It was made of rock and metals with no water, ice, or anything else. With such a solid build, you might expect it to move slowly, but Oumuamua was full of surprises. It was actually traveling at a staggering speed of 85,000 miles per hour. This high speed was due to gravity pulling Oumuamua towards the sun, and another force pushing or steering it through the solar system, a force that scientists couldn't see.